we climb up to 2,500. You can see Plum Island is pretty much right in front of us, getting up through the coast. That's actually already, that's Hampton right there.
Yeah.
So you go over the bridge, but once we level off right here, we'll have a better view. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Not like we're going very fast. Pick up a little speed here now. Right here, there's our altimeter, 2,600, trying to bring us down. This is a vertical speed, and it sensors up or down, and how fast you're going up or down, so you use that a little bit to...
Zero's good.
Yeah, you want to kind of maintain zero so that you're steady. Kind of bring it back to this a little bit power here. We're doing about 110 knots over the, airspeed. That doesn't mean exactly over the ground, but this is giving me, we're doing about 129 over the ground. So. Got a little bit of tailwind.
And miles per hour?
Yeah. It's about 110. Yeah.
Number 6 Tango, you gonna go hit the coast and go north or south?
Go ahead and north, 6 Tango.
Number 62 Tango, contact approach 125.05.
Over to 125.05, thank you much.
Talk to you guys on the way back. Selective VFR, 7 Delta.
Falcon approach, Skyhawk 2462 Tango with you, 2,500.
This is 2462 Tango, excuse me, 2462 Tango, Boston approach, good evening Boston, altimeter 29992.
29992, 62 Tango.
Those are
Tango traffic, no factor.
Thank you, 60 Tango. Okay, you can see the runway a lot better now, look at it, sir?
Yep.
You see the grass runway going that way.
Looks nicer than my yard.
From up here, yeah. This thing for me has been like the best thing since sliced bread. It helps so much with spatial orientation and everything, And you even get checklists here, you can write things down on it, so good.
Right, I saw that. That was nice. You can draw little pictures too.
Yeah. Which helps a lot sometimes because everything looks very different from the air. So sometimes when you're approaching an airport, it's something, like you can see even there, it's tough to get it off with it. But if you know which way you're going, there's actually diagrams here of airports that you can use. What do you got?
So Browns would be there?
What's Browns?
Because that's the bridge over into Hampton.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Speed 809, contact approach 118.25. We'll see ya.
1825, have a good 4th, Jets V8 turn under.
Looks like they gotta give ourselves...
I can see the prop.
Yeah, I gotta give ourselves a little bit of a crab here because the wind's kind of blowing us off a little bit more to the water. And right up, they open.
Number 7210 Alpha, contact port, will approach now 119.
The reason I usually like sometimes talking to approach because they'll point out other topics. Day like today, there might be a lot of people up and down the coast just checking out the same thing we're doing, so it's always good to have another set of eyes out there. Yeah, so here's Hampton now. We're right over Salisbury pretty much, Seabrook. And then here's the bridge for Hampton.
Yeah. I can't see that.
Yeah, I'll do, what we'll do like a little circling so you can get a view of it.
Oh, no.
Huh?
I wanted to see, like, the wall. I want to see,
Oh, okay. The wall, what's the wall?
So, you've got Hampton, Major,
Yeah,
and then that little point sticking out is Boar's Head.
yeah.
And then it curves in, and that's the North Beach where the wall where people surf.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll go over there.
Then we've got a couple more points up. We have Genis Beach.
Cool.
All important surf spots.
Nice. So what we'll do is we'll go up to which one? That way, because you see over here is Portsmouth.
Yep.
So he's probably going to ask us, you know, hey, how far are you going to go up? So like, what, North Beach? So we're going to have to right there. Get a nice view of it.
So my boss lives right there,
Oh, really?
or the general manager of my,
Other company?
yeah, right after where 1A is, 101A comes in.
Yeah. And,
I just sent him pictures, and his
Right.
wife will probably come out and take a 35 nice digital camera.
see, like over here, right? See-
They'll take a picture of the plane. I'm fairly confident if they're home.
Oh, yeah. So to our left, it should be Hampton Airport. But that was tough to see. I think it's that little plane right there. Like a little flat area there. It used to be just all a grass airfield, and now it's,
There's also Rye Airport, which is no longer active. It's a BMX place.
oh, really?
Yeah. BMX and indoor ramps. Another fun thing to do.
Yeah. So over here, what I'm going to do, we'll turn around, and then I'll leave the beach on your right so you can take some nice pictures, all right?
Yeah, look, you can see the waves here.
Oh, yeah.
On North Beach. You can see them from here.
Yeah.
That's one of the most consistent surf spots in New England.
Nice.
Let me check what's going on there right now.
See, like right now, that big flat right over there, that looks like that's peas. Portsmouth. They got usually big military planes coming in. Oh yeah, you can see a good wave there.
I never noticed this out here.
What?
All the little islands to the right.
Yeah, I didn't notice that neither. I'm gonna turn here so we stay away from this airspace here. I'll try to leave north thing on your right for a little bit.
Look at those houses.
Hey, Boston Road 62 Tango, we'll be making a left turn here towards the south again.
Number 62 Tango, register.
I don't want him to see me turning into the runway and say, hey, are you trying to land there? You got a nice picture there?
I was checking with you, 2008.
Number 9935 Delta Bravo, Boston approach. Good evening. Keys altimeter 2990 Zulu current 34 news.
Thanks for that. You're going to turn now. Appreciate it.
That's right off the rocks right there.
Yeah. So where is this runway? See if we see it from here all the way to the right. Do you see Hampton straight down? No, but the airport. Do you see like an airport down below? To the right? I don't see it. I think it's that flat over there. Yes, there's like a little flat right there.
Over there.
I think it's right over there.
Over
yeah.
there, you see how it's all open?
Yeah,
there's
no,
hangars.
that's not far off.
Then there's hangars.
Right, yeah, there you go. I think it's close over here. Next to those big buildings. Yeah, I'll put Hampton on your right there so you can take a picture. And then we'll start heading back.
What's that baseball field down there?
That's it.
And Lawrence House, Starhawk 2432 Tango, about 3 mile right base for 32.
This is 6 to Tango, runway 32, clear land.
Clear land, 6 to Tango. And 6 to 10, can you give me a wind check, please?
This is 6 to Tango, wind is at 290 at 10.
Thank you.
So 290, we'll be hitting us from the left a little bit. That in mind. So it's pretty flat down, slow us down.
Lawrence Tower, helicopter 442 Mike Golf with Alpha, like to depart to the south. Copy 442 Mike Golf, Harbor taxi via Alpha for runway 32 intersection departure. Hold short of runway 32 for landing traffic. The Harbor taxi via Alpha, hold short at 32 to Mike Golf. For 2 Mike Golf, without delay, runway 32 Alpha intersection clear for takeoff, traffic turning on a mile final. Without delay, please take off at 32, 2 Mike Golf.
Line up on the runway.
How do I know when you're talking to the other guys?
You hear me hit the thing. Alright.
Ah, look at that, lights.
Yeah. You want to have 2 white, 2 red.
I see 4 red,
Yeah.
3 red.
Yeah, because we're a little bit low, so I'm trying to give it a little bit more gas here. There you go. Now we're on the glide path. We keep the descent going, so we don't go too high. There's usually a little micrometeorology going on here with this mountain to the left. The wind kind of picks up the plane a little bit when we're coming to this point, so.
Because of the water?
And it's more of the wind coming from the left or the right, depending on how it's going, it kind of lifts up. And you feel a little jiggery here.
You're doing better than some professional pilots.
Hey, landing not until we get to the ground. The glide path?
I've flown
Yeah.
some pretty nasty stuff.
That's the engine, so we got the runway right now. Do some out. The mass speed. Could have been a little bit better, but.
Now it feels like we're moving.
Says a 6 to Tango, when able, do 180 on the runway, then taxi back to Alpha. Alpha to the ramp.
180 on the runway, back to Alpha, 6 to Tango.
Wow, that's a little interesting. Usually we go to
Copy
the.
2 Mike Golf, frequency change approved to Boston. Talk to you later.
Usually we do.
Alright, 2 Mike Golf, frequency change approved. Talk to you later.
Taxiways, but he wants us to do here, so. Yeah. Feel about it, we're going to take off.
Then he's in charge.
Yeah. You want, we can open up the windows now again.
Absolutely. I can hit yours too.
I got it. Feels good. What do you think? Like the flight?
Yeah. Didn't feel like we were gone an hour.
Well, I don't think we even made the hour. Not yet.
7:44.
Oh, well. Yeah, what time did we actually take off?
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think it was. This was over at Alpha.
Wait, I made a video. Maybe there's a timestamp on it.
Wraps up. And the strobes off. One cool thing about this app, right? Once you land, it knows you landed and it brings you the diagram of the airport.
7:03.
Oh, okay, so we weren't even, yeah. 40 minutes. There's Alpha right here. Take it right on Alpha.
We're going over to fuel 2285. Fuel 2285.
We usually call it, you say Eagle East and they know what you're talking about, so I always just say, but, and he knows, he thinks, this for, oh, look at that, he's going away. They know these planes are not the same place, so really I don't even have to tell them where I'm going. Okay, we stopped again on the run, on the tarmac, that'll keep it a little better. Move. You should go sideways. You should go to the side. You go to the side.
Should go to the side.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like a nice one here.
That's a little restaurant there. It's kind of cool. You sit outside, see the planes land and stuff. Alright, so let's park how Tim told us to park. That's a nice little plane right there too.
That's what I was thinking.
Twin engines.
A little faster than this one.
Oh yeah. Faster.
I see how much the Cessnas go for.
You mean price-wise?
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot of there is a very wide range though. If you buy a brand new Cessna 182, which is, well, 172 like this one, it'll probably cost you about 300 grand. So you can actually buy 72s for about 50. Older ones, of course, but still can be pretty well equipped.
Right.
Keep an eye for me over there on the right. Make sure I don't hit that tippy toe. We got plenty of room there, right? I'm probably a little bit to the left, but I'm very nervous about hitting something over there.
Right, right. And you got about another 1.5 feet
Yeah, that's good.
to the line.